Okay, 121.
For 4 in 15.5 overs. Surya stealing the show with 53, but now there is a rain delay. But it seems to be a very short rain delay because there's sun also at the same time. They are just covering.
How do you know from here?
We saw, I mean, it
But no, again, the colors could be lying to you.
like
Possible. It's happened before.
You kept saying the covers won't come, but now they've got a double layer.
yeah.
Exactly. Not a good sign.
And remember, why are they just covering that? Because Lauderhill's problem was the outfield. The last time a game was abandoned. You remember in 2016, a short shower of 25 minutes ensured that the game couldn't continue because the outfield became slushy. So, if you know that the outfield is slushy, if it happens, unless they have upgraded the facilities, why don't you cover the outfield? Like how the Sri Lankans do. I think that rule, if there is one change which I would like to ask in the playing conditions, when there is rain, cover the entire ground.
No, but not everyone has those facilities.
Tarpaulin covers.
Yeah, I mean, I would want it. I agree with you that, and I'm surprised that a lot of countries haven't done it, other than Eden Gardens
And
in
Sri
India.
Lanka.
And Sri Lanka, yes. But it is what it is. Though luckily, the amount of rain which you could gauge, and I was also reading in commentary, is not that much.
Yeah.
So that fingers crossed, will not be a big rain break. But the break allows us to maybe dissect the Indian batting so far. And contrary to popular perception that this will be a big scoring ground, all of us picking, if not 200, close to 200.
Yeah.
Right? I went over 200.
Same.
But I think it could be possible.
No.
No,
80 runs in 4. Not even Surya.
Surya, by the
Start
way,
touching 200, I can.
180,
by the
190.
way, on most days, Surya, by the time he plays 39 deliveries, his strike rate is around 160, 165.
Exactly.
If his strike rate is around 135 right now, that tells you it's not the easiest batting conditions.
No, I disagree with that.
Yeah.
I think it's not because of the conditions, it's how Surya is batting.
Yes.
You think he's batting differently?
He will
Yes.
go at a strike rate of 200, 250 in the last 4 overs.
No, that is if he can. It's not always possible, but he may try it.
He will,
As
yeah.
I'm saying. That the reason, and I'll get to Suryakumar Yadav a little later, but the fact that all of us were thinking it will be a big total for India was based on two things. One, short boundaries, as well as a good batting track. Having said that, just as Kuldeep Yadav was the X factor for India last game, this time it's been Akil Hussain.
Yes,
I think that opening spell, and once again West Indies going the same way as India, giving spinners to bowl up front, it has really worked for them. And I think even adding Roston Chase has really helped them get that balance. He's got him bold of getting Tilak Verma, because even when Tilak was batting alongside Suryakumar, they were going to close to 10 and over, and even that time 200 could be a possibility. It's only after Tilak got out and then Sanju also got out, you lost 2 wickets and now you've been pulled back. And that brings me to Suryakumar Yadav. Let's go to each dismissal one by one, but before that, Suryakumar Yadav, and I think this could be a very important knock that he's playing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it in context of the T20I series or even in context of this game. I think this is Suryakumar Yadav showing us a different side to his batting.
Yep.
The side that we are so dying to see, the side that he's not been very successful with in ODI cricket, because as you know, by his own admission, he said ODI is tough because you have to change the way you bat, and that is beginning to get a bit tough, and maybe he gotten so used to T20, but he's trying to bat that way. What I'm really liking about this Suryakumar Yadav, that he's showing us glimpses that he can bat in different gears. He's not always going to be in 6th gear, which is his natural territory, where he feels very comfortable. That if need be, because today the situation kind of forced him to change that gear and bring a gear down or to go to 4th, 3rd, 4th, somewhere there. Whenever he tried that in ODI, proved to be unsuccessful. I know it's still a T20 format, so different way of playing, but he's showing you that if need be, he doesn't have to just go bang and get his runs. So it's not all or nothing. He can change it, keep hitting 6s when need be, but then rotate the strike. If this sign is going to continue, and if this is just an indication that he is getting into that groove, then it's great news because I know that he's going to be in your ODI World Cup.
He will be. There was no doubt that he will be in the ODI World Cup squad. But again, because we don't know what Shreyas Iyer's fitness, and because he was the backup, you had to play him. Simple. But again, this pitch is not of the Surya template of batting. You remember in the IPL, he did struggle outside of the Wankhede because of those slow, sluggish pitches.
But this is not a slow, sluggish pitch.
Isn't it giving you a bit of sluggish?
It's giving spin assistance, doesn't make it slow.
Yeah, I mean, what if it was slow? Did you see how at the same strip how Yashasvi Jaiswal and Shubman batted last game?
Yeah, but then the more you play on this, it may become a bit.
What do you mean? It's not like you're not 90 overs a day. Yeah.
You've played 40 overs, not even 40 actually.
Yeah, this is your
37
over.
17 and
Yeah, you played what 52nd over.
One day game. Yeah. So far, if it was a test match, I don't think so. And you will see when West Indies comes out to bat, or maybe even later when India goes to bat. I think he's batted there not so much because of pitches. And by the way, I'll go back to that. Not being successful in a different pitch. Firstly, I don't think it is that sluggish. I think he's changed his game after India lost a few wickets.
Yeah.
But if I was to, let's take into account what you're saying and for a moment believe that that's true, that it is not a good enough pitch like the Wankhede. But then what you saw in that situation, then he was either a hit or a miss. So if it was a good pitch like him, he would keep hitting his way through and striking at 200 and getting runs.
Yep.
But if it wasn't, then he would get out cheaply.
Yeah.
Assuming it's a slow pitch and he's got you 53 at 39 balls, having adapted his game to that, then that itself was a great sign.
Exactly, yes.
But so I'm saying whichever way you look at it, whether it is a slow pitch or a good pitch, whichever way you look at it, the fact that Sky is showing you that he can adapt, which was that one doubt you started to have after his not so successful ODI stint, is now showing you that it is. So I think this is the biggest positive to come so far.
Yep.
He could be out very well the next ball if play resumes.
Yeah.
But even then, what I've seen of him is giving me some.
The way how he's dealing with the pacers on this day, it's vintage Surya. The sixes that he hit, especially that one drive that he hit over extra cover, that one shot that he hit, it was phenomenal. That is why, I don't disagree with people saying that he should be regularly playing ODIs as well. And that's why even Rohit is justified in giving that long rope to him. But we, as the fans, we get frustrated because we are seeing one end of the extreme in Sanju Samson, who's also gotten limited chances but has failed. But Surya, he failed in 26 ODIs. But remember, Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma, two people who know the art of a long rope, because they also took time to get going in ODIs. It's not an easy format by any stretch. It takes time. So if Surya can start from this point and play in those much truer conditions in Sri Lanka, then I think he is speaking at the right time then.
Let's listen from Harshit then.
Look, I'll believe this thing when I see it. So now I am not buying into anything he's doing here for the simple reason that I know he's a god in T20 cricket, regardless of the circumstance.
But is he not playing unlike?
Yeah, because he's had 3 wickets or 4 wickets fall.
Exactly. He would still not play like this.
No, I've seen him sometimes have to consolidate. He's done it in the past for MI.
Are they back?
Yeah,
they look like they seem to be back.
Yes. So I think very short, how much? 10-minute rain delay? That's it. So no overs will be lost.
No, I think they have a one.
Oh, is there a wet patch that they're worried about?
Could be.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Then I think
the delay could be longer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. If that is the case, then it is absolutely shoddy.
What?
The way how the ground staff have covered the wicket. How could you let us look?
Oh look, we found the competition to the sponges.
The sponges, all those irons you used to see.
No, but what if this happened because of the time it took?
Yeah, of course. Because I think they waited for a bit because they thought it was just
already drizzling.
And then once it intensified, then only the umpire made the call to call the player off.
This isn't a good sign at all. Look at they're applying mud, sawdust in that particular area to ensure it dries. Now, this is the venue that might host a couple of T20Is in the World Cup. Are you going to play in these particular venues where your drainage and infrastructure is not that great? We are critical. We are critical of Indian pitches, aren't you? Why can't we be critical of that?
We are critical of every pitch.
Yes.
It's
I
not
mean,
good.
for example,
This is
even
one of the
England.
facilities though.
Yeah, even in England, I mean, they had the post-match ritual of even it's raining, they're still watering the pitch by the side. Made no sense, isn't it? Just the hover cover, your short extra cover and short mid-wicket is covered. But the
They've
rest of
sorted
the...
it. Yeah, you're making a mountain of a molehill. They've sorted it.
Let's see.
Is the molehil
Nothing
made out of
that-
sawdust?
Nothing
Yeah.
that sawdust can't
Fix.
fix.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Quick couple of questions. Let's take.
Prashant Chauhan is saying, Samson is like that new hire in your team who showed a lot of promise initially but keeps disappointing no matter where you put them.
Look, he got out to a nothing shot
To a nothing ball.
and to a nothing ball. It wasn't a great delivery. It wasn't zipping in or doing anything.
But I think
he
we
poked
can,
it one.
We can have a whole Sanju Puran and the later this thing. But yeah, I don't think a new hire in your team who showed a lot of promise, but there's a different argument altogether than that. Then Shobhan Sai saying, we have been critical of Rohit, Virat, Rahul about their strike rate. In fact, Hardik himself has been critical. But first 16 balls at a strike rate of 50 is unacceptable.
I think you have to look at the context also. You have to look at the context. It's not a case of if by the way, if he had to come out first or second or third ball and try and hit a six and get out, then people would be saying, why did he not play smartly?
Yeah.
Knowing that India don't bat deep anyway. Now that's a whole different debate as to why you don't bat deep. But I'm okay
So
with
here
him
he's
taking-
come at 6, right, Hardik?
Yeah, I think they sent Sanju before him, no?
Yeah, 6.
I think with the way how Hardik is batting, he has to be your anchor role. He can't be your finisher. I'm sorry.
No,
Sometimes
no.
you need
What if he
adaptability,
accelerates?
right?
What if he accelerates?
He does have the ability to
It's a
accelerate.
bonus. But I think as an anchor, once he gets in, then he can go about it.
You'll again, are you trying to say bat him at 4 like you said on a couple of other occasions?
GT style.
Yeah. Where did he have his success? But because there was other finishers also there. That's why he batted at 4.
But then with Virat Kohli, the criticism came when it came to T20I, even when he was batting for RCB, was okay, it puts pressure on the others, and why does one batter have that sort of freedom to be the anchor? Everyone can go ahead and say, I want to be the anchor. Yeah, who doesn't want to spend time? Everyone will only get better the more time you spend. You're talking about a new template when there can't be different strokes. for
Okay,
different
the
folks.
problem it might be then you've got 4 anchors. If KL and Rohit and Virat come in.
An anchor batting at number 6.
Your anchor just down to 6.
Well, okay.
I
But
want
8 of
Hardik
16.
batting go down.
Same.
Yeah, I don't
Good
want him
bat.
coming up top.
Not too many people have that ability.
But
to
with
bat
a little
like
bit of acceleration.
that. No, but you bat there, you'll have to, no?
Yeah.
Today the situation is different. Anyway, he smashed a 6. We'll take your leave. Back in 4 overs time.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
mid innings, plenty to discuss.
Yes,
Bye.
yes.
See you.
Bye.